BetBoom versus OG, game 1 of the best of 3. What do you think of the lineups? This is a hype matchup. I mean, this was pre-game where I said this is the hypest game of today for me, at least.
Okay, actually so far, quite even. Ahri will get it again. This wave will now come into tower. This is a bit awkward for Nightfall, as a matter of fact. Ahri trying to get more creeps with him.
Yep, Toronto Tokyo on the wave as well. The surround tactics onto Ahri, blood grenade from Toronto Tokyo.
He was not expecting that level 2 ensnare.
Yeah.
Let's see what the plan is here. This is faster than average. Do Coddles usually get something before this? Because this is not fast.
They might go Earn into Boots of Travel into that. It's when you see the first Doom from Miero. There's the net to follow. Save gets the toss back, and that is going to be the death of BZM. But Whisper coming in with an arena. Not a whole lot of follow-up, but Tomato finally makes his way over. Nice spear into the arena just as it was dissipating. Tomato gets off the focus fire as well. They find GPK. They find Save as well. And now the Doom, a big decay from Toronto Tokyo, but Miero tries to get out, but the power shot is enough. So OG lose BZM, but they get 3 in return. And even the support Tiny Save, 1,000 away from Blink of his own.
Nice smoke break for
Blink
Save here.
now is there for Miero, but yeah, they catch him with the Avalanche.
Oh, the Tombstone!
Yeah, that actually screwed him over. Whisper's still in a lot of trouble. Illuminate not quite finishing him off with the solar. Yes, he does fall.
Oh no, that's a really bad reload.
Doom now onto BZM, left all alone, and he will drop as well. Tomato, not able to find a full connection. The relocate will bring him back. So Seb will likely fall in addition in just a bit.
Couple of mistakes there. First off, the Tombstone ruins the toss back.
Was that the return? Okay, that was already the return.
Yeah, he came back. So they have to prevent the Doom from going off on him in any way possible.
Oh, Whisper finds GPK. Do they have the follow-up damage? Atos from Ahri. Sharpshooter's coming. It was actually still going. Beautifully done. Nightfall wants to get some revenge, though. Lots of damage being applied to Seb. He's going to pop the mech and then die shortly after. And they'll find BZM as well. Gets off the Yules, but then dies shortly after. So ends up being a 2-for-1 after a good initial pick from OG.
I've heard something about Night Terrors today. Not a... Oh, ooh, sneaky. Yeah, not quite enough.
Tokyo.
Raindrop and a little health to boot.
Oh, they find a huge
would you look at that?
Tomato.
An Orchid reveal instantly onto Tomato before he has the Manta. So
been kind of a slower game. This Whisper will find GPK with the spear into the tree, into the split earth, into the sharpshooter, into the death.
Nice and quick. He has the BKB, so that spear has to be fast, but GPK was not seeing that coming from a mile away. He was even trying to hide, right? He was standing quite far back, anticipating that OG might be making a move, but still they find it. Nightfall? Okay.
Arena is there.
He could just song his way out of this.
Is there any follow-up? No. Okay, BZM.
Never mind.
That is follow-up. He has the BKB activated. Gets the split earth, but it's just out of range. Gets the Yules, though. Now the spear comes through. The song is over, and so is Nightfall's life. Beautifully done from OG.
We need pure resist. How about that?
There we go. Gaben resist is what it's called. It just reduces everything. Nightfall. He's Gleipnired right now. He's gonna use the song early on. Whisper on the outskirts. Trying to go for Toronto Tokyo. He puts the tombstone on the cliff, and Whisper is forced to now BKB. Uses his arena. He's still all alone. As the Hoodwink ult will completely miss. Does OG want to completely reset here? There's a lot of zombies still alive as Seb, that slow resistance. Oh, kicks in finally. We'll use the tether onto BZM. Looks like Ahri will be the sacrifice, as Save will die as well. So 1-for-1 Tomato.
Miero was thinking about the Doom there.
Forced to use his BKB. Yeah, Miero still's got that ult available. And BZM serves it to him on a silver platter. Miero pops the BKB, trying to chase the Lesh now. As Seb is linked up, but again, no healing to come. But the status resist from the SNKs,
he's still
pretty damn good. He's going to survive now, and now the heals are coming through. And GPK, he's going to use his BKB now on the run. They're going to focus on the Undying instead. So both supports for BetBoom dead as this fight is continuing to extend now. As Miero was thinking about going, but just too tanky of a target at this point, although Whisper does get quite low.
That's pushing top lane.
Yeah, congrats.
Uh-oh, Save. Will be spotted here. He has Blink ready.
Time to pause, Save.
He's fine, I think.
Time to pause, take a little pee break.
Maybe he can find a TP out here.
Spirits will hit.
Now he's dead.
Save will be spotted again. And again and again. Focus fire. Save makes it to the high ground. All right, Discord still lagging probably.
Made them work for it.
And he's going Ags.
Yep.
It started as a meme, but he's actually going second item Ags.
Pipe Ags, getting that scaling in. He's also gonna die now.
Yep, that's what you get.
If only you had a shard there, you would have been fine.
Yeah, if he had pre-placed the tombstone there for no reason. And they do give him the, we didn't mention, or maybe we did, they give him the Aegis again.
Yeah, I just said that.
Interesting choices. I don't know if you mentioned that, SyndereN, is the Avalanche. Oh, and the toss back. Whisper has to use his BKB, actually going in with the arena. He's gonna get doomed now.
He's still not dead.
Not quite. Glimmer Cape will keep him alive. Still ticking away. Should be able to live here as a little baby relocation there for Seb. As Save's gonna get hit by the sharpshooter. A lot of damage from afar as Tomato trying to finish the job as the tombstone is placed. Gleipnir now as Save will finally die. And the tombstone will eventually be cleaned up.
I gotta say these, oh, hang on.
Yeah, you gotta say something, SyndereN. Very important, I'm sure. Miero
It is pretty important.
tried to finish off Seb, but Seb will survive. The shackle shot onto 2 from Tomato. They take out Miero, and Nightfall will have to use Song in retreat. Do they have any chase potential here before you open your mouth again? Gleipnir. That was the shackle shot that GPK wanted to dodge, so
These
BKB
two
forced.
Gleipnirs plus Lesh is actually such a good synergy. But the two Gleipnirs are just keeping the illusions in place. They don't get to connect on anything.
No.
Nightfall has great net worth, but he can't hit a single hero, so it doesn't matter. It's a really cool display here from OG.
Oh, the toss back. Tomato, he's feeding now. That's death number
BKB
1.
in 5 seconds.
Whisper does not have a, oh, he
He's
just
fine
got
now.
Arena back. So he can counter initiate. So the free Aegis for BetBoom. Now the tower will fall and BZM continuing to push. No Song available for BetBoom, no Doom available.
BZM now has the Wind Waker, so he can reposition himself when he gets doomed.
Oh yeah. That is
Very,
nice.
very impactful here.
And the toss back.
Speak of reposition.
Gets stunned by the Avalanche. Seb connects. The Lotus Orb applied, and there's the Wind Waker that you spoke of. Whisper with the Arena. They take out Save again. Instant buyback for the Tiny. And OG, they are getting a bit low on mana. Looks like this might be an actual full reset, but well, maybe not.
Quite high on mana now.
Yeah. That IO does some wonderful things. Oh, Whisper, if he gets any vision of this. Spirit
Oh
available.
my god, he would just
no
win
arena,
the game
though.
here.
Still no arena. They're gonna try to backstab. The connection. Gleipnir found on the Tiny. Doom is already used. Seb uses the Lotus Orb for now. The Miero with that BKB will die to the focus fire. Tomato was still BKB'd. Power shot on save, not enough quite yet. Acorn shot to follow. The slow is there. Looks like they'll get the Tiny eventually. That is a dieback for save. And now the racks will fall. And OG, yeah, they're just gonna go for throne potentially. The GGs are just gonna be called here. As OG take game number 1 in, I mean, a really weird game. Gotta give OG credit. They came in with a game plan and it worked out really well.
I'm not sure if I believe in it.
Terrorblade.
Yeah, they needed
Let's go
more.
staple. Yeah, I really wouldn't be concerned as much about the illusions since I have the Coddle. And one thing that's nice about TB is if you're not fighting, then Coddle has something to do in the game. You actually just spam Chakra Magic on TB, who's getting illusions, lower cooldown, getting Metamorphosis.
Yeah, I mean, the last game I was specific. Oh, hang on. Just run at them. All right,
Yeah,
we got
a lot
some
of
trouble here.
heroes. Seb, you might be dead, my friend. Oh,
blind?
really good blinding light.
He's
but
still dead.
First blood, who will it go to? It is safe. Yeah, there you go.
Today's games have been seriously bad health.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Tomato, Shadow Poison starting to stack up again. Disruption is there. Miero has the crush ready. We'll get it only on the 1, but the bash is there again, and Tomato will die again. As Seb can only look on. Miero did take heavy damage.
You know, if you're gonna reserve it, then you feel like you're just losing the lane. But if you don't have it, the Shadow Demon is just going to go on you with TP and kill, right? Or with the Slaughter and kill the TB. If he ever has Blinding Light ready, he's going to protect Tomato every single time from this bash chain, but he just doesn't have it, and then they go for him straight away.
You don't feel that confident when they're ahead still for some reason. As BZM will come out of the invis, gets a sleight of fist, save.
Doesn't have chains.
Oh, the Illuminate not able to connect, so this ends up being kind of an awkward engagement for OG. Meanwhile, top lane, the Earthbind's on the Whisper, completely out of mana now. Should be able to get out though.
He's turning it around. Oh, slam! Oh,
that would have been Toronto Toki not able to get that one to go, and Whisper still getting surrounded, but there's support coming. Illuminate coming from Seb now. Will do quite a bit of damage. Dragon Tail is there, and down goes Nightfall. So finally, OG able to find a kill. Toronto Toki will TP out. Not realistic.
It feels less bad when you TP to Coddle. At the very least, you get your mana back.
Meanwhile, top lane, Whisper getting gone on. Penitence applied. Earthbind #1. Demonic Purge is there as well, but he's getting some TP support in the form of Seb.
Stupidly tanky.
Yes, they're not doing very much damage, are they? I'm gonna try to turn this around as a Solar Bind onto Nightfall. Can they find any more connections, though? Not looking likely. Nightfall able to poof out, but save. Might end up being the sacrifice, as Toronto Tokyo is there with a Pine Cone or two to help out. Actually, one of those is an enemy Pine Cone, a neutral as it were.
Here comes BZM.
Yeah, BZM is here with the Remnants. Hand of Gaben is activated. Toronto Tokyo with GPK now. GPK able to clean up Ahri. Might have to zip away. Has absolutely no mana now, though. They're going to be able to clean up Toronto Tokyo, and I'm thinking of GPK, this would be huge. But the slows continuing to come out from the Pine Cone. Meanwhile, bottom lane, we're seeing the Sunder being used to keep the Terrorblade alive.
So I was saying, for them, it's a bit of a shame that the Coddle is a 5 because his levels are so impactful in this game. I think if they can somehow give Seb a lane a little bit and get him up to level 8, it would work wonders. Getting more points in Chakra for the Ember or getting more points in Illuminate for the D-push would both be great.
Change onto GPK, wants to go on top of Ahri. There's a disruption. Seb making his way over. Ahri, Penitence, couple Shadow Poisons is enough. Lots of rotation now from OG. You can see GPK completely out of mana. Breathe Fire upon him, but just too far out of reach for OG to catch up, and Whisper
Might get the
no
tower,
Blink Dagger
though.
yet. Yeah, with that Siege alive, it looks like they will in fact get the tier 1.
Easiest access point for them. They will start it now, though.
Yep, Searing Chains, Dragon Tail, goodbye Toronto Tokyo, and 1 Pine Cone. He had 3 Pine Cones.
Yeah.
Dragon's Blood used to be pretty crazy too. Not so much anymore.
Oh, that's 13 on level 4. Yeah, the Chen one is 24 armor on level 4, of course.
Yep, makes sense. Temporary though. This one is permanent.
You generally
Until
just
you get broken.
point.
Miero,
Oh
speaking of
my
getting
God.
broken, destroys Seb. Whisper, still in human form. Demonic Purge upon him. Down goes the off lane for OG. So it'll not work in an AoE, but instead work on whoever you're clicking on and the caster. So basically max of 2 Meepos.
He's still buying it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's still good. He's going to use the inhibit onto Whisper. Gets initiated on. And this is going to... Ooh, that's a lot of damage from the Fireball, I have to say. And Tomato coming in with the meta as well. Hand of God is used for BetBoom. They get the Dragon Knight now what they want to run. Mega Meepo will be held in place with the Searing Chains. And Nightfall still relatively healthy. Maybe they just want to turn this around as well.
Reasonable, because Mega Meepo is like killing 3 heroes and then Chen heals them.
No, initiation.
Nice find.
They find a little Ember Spirit in their jungle. So BetBoom getting everything out of the map now.
It's a very clean kill.
In that dragon form. They can somehow get... Oh, did he blink to the low ground?
Still has Aegis.
Oh, Searing Chains is there. That should be Aegis.
He's making sure to run all the way northeast to die on the real Meepo here. BZM is on his tail, though.
He does find him, along with the other 2. And the Dragon Tail will be there as well. And a loop. There comes the disruption from Save. But Nightfall does fall.
Big kill.
As Save now TP's out. HP percentage at each level, so.
Chen gets a little bit of favoritism. He needs it. It's a little extra edge.
I mean, there were times in Dota where he was not very popular. Oh, Dragon Tail into the bushwhack. They just don't have the damage. Searing Chain, now they might.
Okay.
Disruption to buy some time. GPK will live. Miero, though, focusing on Seb in the back line as GPK will zip back in, zip back out. Whisper getting super low. Miero does get punished a bit, though. So 2-for-1 in BetBoom's favor.
Radiant are scanning.
Miero is already in hot pursuit.
Yeah, BZM. Ooh.
Misses it.
But the Orchid is there, and my goodness, he melts.
Dire's middle tower is under
As long as
attack.
BetBoom is the one initiating, they have crushed.
Yeah.
11K lead now for BetBoom. Roche, we'll find out in just a moment how long it's going to be. Sharpshooter comes out from Ahri, but the Orchid applied, and he's next. OG just hemorrhaging now. As Tomato
This is the worst
found
one
by
of them.
Save, absolutely. Demonic Purge, he's just fighting illusions. This is looking very bad for OG now. BZM trying to apply as much Mage Slayer debuff as possible before he leaves, but the tier 2 is likely going to fall next for BetBoom.
Storm has Axe. Dude, this BetBoom
purple.
ball is not stopping. It is so strong. OG with a Hail Mary defense out of this smoke. If this fails, their base is dead.
I think so.
So this has to work.
This might catch BetBoom by surprise. GPK not scared at all, apparently. Bushwhack is there into the Dragon Tail, into the Fireball, into the Hoodwink ult as well, but he just zips away casually. And now Tomato and company in a lot of trouble. Whisper's the first to fall. Silence on Tomato. Gets bashed. Gets destroyed.
You have to contest this. You
Mega
have to find a
Meepo.
move. Axe on Shadow Demon.
Yeah, he's pretty fat now.
All right,
Whisper, oh, he runs into the entirety of BetBoom. Trying to catch them off guard. Tomato takes an Electric Vortex from GPK. Sharpshooter not going to hit as Toronto Tokyo is staying alive with all the heals. Nice blinding light onto the entirety of every Meepo. Tomato continue to right-click with that meta. Oh man, BZM, one sleight of fist, he got bashed, and that was basically most of his HP. Next is Tomato trying to get off the Sunder. Not gonna happen. The chain disable is there for BetBoom. And now, a third member of OG dies. That's all 3 cores in the grave to get that second set. Still a tier 2 on the top lane, though.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's
But you
middle
could
barracks-
honestly just poke at the tier 4s a bit.
Radiant's
Yeah.
middle barracks.
Why not?
Drums popped.
Chen Meepo, baby.
Yeah, that's
One tier 4. Oh.
GG's call. All right. So the 4th, no, this is the 5th game we've cast. The
Yeah.
5th shellacking, honestly.
Morph is considered a greedy carry. Like, he's strong in lane, but he needs like 4 items to get there to eventually carry the game, and the Alchemist is meant to punish that timing. But they go for TA, who is traditionally very good against Puck.
So you don't even have to bother with the Idolines? Oh, this is scary.
Yeah,
Tomato.
Trample's there. He's going to have to use a concoction, but the blast comes through from Save. First blood goes to him.
But their team fight is very good. Their heroes play well together.
Dire's top tower
That's what
is
they're going
under
to need to
attack.
rely on. And let's see if that comes
Yep,
to fruition
there's
here
the
against
coil will be broken immediately. Onslaught is coming. Concoction does hit. Do they have the damage? BZM out of mana now. Starstorm connects. Uproar, not enough armor this time. They barely get Miero. That would have been such a disaster.
Are scanning.
Might just be left to the jungle here pretty soon. He's going to be found out now. Shows himself. Sticky Bomb is there. Gets off the Chemical Rage, and that's going to force Miero back. Concoction's there, though. Seb, Whisper coming in, and this is the highest net worth on their team. Boat is coming as well. Miero at half HP. Arrow will not hit. Been seeing a lot of that today. GPK makes his way over. The coil, not going to do too much to him. He has that haste still activated. Tomato with a concoction. As Nightfall has even made his way over. No kills, really. They just lose Toronto Tokyo, and that's it so far. And Miero, Onslaught. This would be a big kill for BetBoom. Whisper, another arrow whiffs. And Whisper gets waveformed and Adaptive Strike down. Big kill for BetBoom. BZM low on HP. In fact, many heroes are low right now. There's the Pulverize on the Ahri, so the fight's gone on so long that we've seen 2 Pulverizes.
Uproar is really good against Alk. You very quickly get all of these stacks up, and Alk is fully physical damage.
Do they have the burst? BZM phase shift, but the mine was waiting for him. The Techie's master. Save. Gets X'd. Boat hits as well as the Torrent. Not that much damage, though. The arrow's coming, and it connects this time.
Is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Seb will show himself. All right,
Yep.
GPK.
X onto GPK. Torrent. Oh,
Nice timing.
quick
with the blink.
blink. And now that there's a BKB on Miero, they can try to find the initiative. Toronto Tokyo getting gone on. Oh, the silence, though. It's going to be a self-stun with the black hole to follow, but it gets canceled. Big blast off onto 2, though, as Nightfall getting the high ground, along with Miera with the pulverize. The puck is dead. Tomatoes, who they had their sights on, but he has the chemical rage right now. Trying to run away. Is Nightfall getting bursted? Or stunned, I should say.
Oh, the invis! Oh.
Yeah, they end up finding Tomato in the end, so it's 2 cores just for the Enigma. Now they're looking for a fight. They're going to show themselves, does OG on the tier 1 tower. Nightfall redirecting now towards that direction. As Tomato, he does not have Chemical Rage, but obviously we talked about the Aegis still being there. Miero comes in with the BKB pulverizer, trying to take out the Kunkka, and they do it. He is dead without buyback.
Oh, this
and
is
Tomato
real
falls
bad for OG.
immediately. That was the round tactic.
Mission.
Toronto, ooh, okay. He actually does get the blink off. They were not expecting that, I think. That's off the concoction, but this is just a matter of time. Whoop, deny no. So 2 core kills again in the name of BetBoom.
Yeah, that was really heads up from Miero.
Dire's middle tower.
His lead from BetBoom is actually quite instrumental. They're up 6K against Alk, and the net worth distribution in the top is very one-sided.
Spotted. Phase shift instantly. Will blink.
Radiant's top tower is under
Trying to get closer to the Roche pit as GPK is spotted. Atos into the arrow. Acid spray comes through as well. Miero, oh my god, Seb gets deleted. Does have buyback and can TP here.
This is already stupidly awkward for OG. The vision.
Yeah, Tomato, he's getting initiated on as BZM trying to save him a bit, but Miero continuing to go with that trample and the BKB as the black hole comes in onto 2 with the Minds of Save doing so much work. Ari is dead. Whisper is next. Only 2 members of OG remain. These teams learn how the hell to use this item. And let's see what BetBoom want to do.
This is the next level place, is not taking it. Oh.
So far, the strat for today that we've been seeing is just the instant use, just so you don't have to think about it anymore.
Yeah.
Radiant's
Keep a
top
close
tower
eye on
has
it.
fallen.
Wait for it. He's thinking about it. As Nightfall deletes Seb one more time.
Yeah, okay. 1 shot. Waveform.
Dire's bottom
As
tower
BetBoom
is under attack.
still 2 minutes on the Aegis. There's the Conda going to work. Ari
Nice
gets off
evasion.
the sharpshooter.
Nice evasion.
Another evasion proc into the Gleipnir.
Oh, bong!
Acorn shot.
Evasion.
Oh,
Bong!
Nightfall.
Evasion.
Ari. Meanwhile, BZM died. That's a pretty important kill, but Ari is more exciting to watch. No more dodging
Oh
for
my
you.
god, I was about to say time to open some boxes, buddy, but...
You mean keys?
yeah, there you go. Well, you use keys for something, right?
Not boxes, though.
Oh.
Moonlight Shadow now from OG. They're going to have to contest this.
I mean, they have 3 heroes. They can't fight this. They can try to delay, but this is not
Delay
possible.
tactics for BZM. And maybe they just give up this set then.
Oh, well, Glyph.
Fortification number 2.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Yeah, they will be giving this up. So first Rax goes the way of BetBoom. Black Hole on the outskirts of the fight on Tomato. Oh, he actually dodges the Conda adaptive strike. And he's dodging some right clicks as well from GPK, but Nightfall turning into Kunkka gets off the X. Trying to kill off, he's not really doing that much damage. Finally, the adaptive strike comes in again. Nightfall dies first time with the Aegis. Tomato somehow still alive. No idea how that is possible at this stage of the game. He can now reset and try to get back into it. You can see the attribute shift on the Morphling, keeping him quite healthy. He has so much HP, but there's a ton of lockdown for OG. Waveform trying to time it, does so successfully, trying to TP out, but the arrow hits. Do they have the damage? Finally, Nightfall dies.
Wow, that is actually unbelievable that OG won that fight like that. They've had enough.
Yeah.
This time they bring the gem.
Ari.
Ari.
Yep, Pulverize is there. Invis for the time being, but not for long as Nightfall gets the coup de grace.
You know, more instances of damage would be nice. If he had the refraction talent, he's so difficult to cut through for a puck. But yeah, with that melt bash, now he even poses a threat to kill the puck himself.
Oh, they get the Abyssal onto the TA. Tomato putting everything in on this. There's a black hole to follow them from Toronto, Tokyo. The TA dies. GPK, no way to get back in the game. BKB from Nightfall focusing now onto Tomato. Has more than enough damage. As Toronto, Tokyo will end up getting clipped. BZM, though, that's the second death for OG on yet another core. So it ends up being 2 for 2, but still advantage BetBoom. Still pretty good fight from OG.
It's tough, you know. I guess you could also... The Hoodwink one could maybe be a bit of a surprise. I'm not seeing it. Nightfall getting to work. He has Aegis.
Just machine gun Morphling. There's the Sheep. Gets Force Staff to the low ground. Casually come back up. And yeah, don't want to expend too much. Arrow will hit this time. But he has the shard, so you can attribute shift pretty much at any time he's not silenced.
Oh, Miero's in there.
Very deep, pulverized. But Tomato gets the bash off onto Miero, but now he's taking the brunt of the damage. Look at his side blade just ripping him a new one. GPK already expended the BKB. Its attribute shift was on the agility for just a moment there, and that'll cost the first life for Nightfall. Fortifications used as well as Nightfall will waveform to safety. Concoction, Gleipnir. The artillery is coming from OG. So far a successful defense.
Nice Abyssal from Tomato. That was a quick reaction. If that Pulverize goes on for another second, it's probably a kill. But he manages to free up the Kunkka to use his Wind Waker and get the hell out of there, and they get the Aegis. Didn't lose the tower.
Both teams are going to be waiting quite a while for this Roche. As OG, okay, smoke pops. Miero's going to pop the Shivas, goes in really deep, gets off the BKB as well. Seb is their first target, they'll get him. Pulverize now onto Tomato. Boat is coming though. Provides the buff, and Toronto Tokyo gets the black hole onto 2. Down goes Tomato. Wind Waker. It's going to keep the Kunkka alive for the time being, but GPK continuing the pressure. They don't have vision, now they do. So Whisper will fall as well. 2 dead for OG.
All right. BetBoom's actually going to wait. They could have made it in time, but don't know for a fact how far OG are, and going to play the high ground. They still have black hole. Keep in mind the refresher.
Yep, Ari's going to spot him. Miero goes in, gets instantly silenced, has the BKB, won't use it. Arrow connects. Now Tomato with the Abyssal, but Toronto Tokyo gets off the black hole. Ari gets deleted off the face of the map. BZM is next. Both buy back instantly. Torrent Storm not really going to find any meaningful connection.
Trying to place a minefield sign. Nope, it was just a mine.
It takes a while. Okay, that's mid, right?
Yep.
So mid lane. We'll get the upgraded creeps. This will be pretty effective now.
The good old Eminence push. It's the Manta and Mines.
58 minutes, so OG 2 minutes away from being able to sneak in some neutrals.
There we go. I was wondering when you were going to pick up on it.
Better get to the triangle to stack the camps now in preparation. Knowing this game won't end anytime soon. Miara jumps in with the BKB Shivas. Pulverize. That's the death of Seb. No buyback, so 4v5. And now Nightfall can start pounding. That's the last tower. The tier 3s at least. Torrent not going to hit. There's the Abyssal. Tomato going in very deep. Pops the Manta. Now trying to run away, but it's going to get pulverized instead. Adaptive Strike with the Conda is too powerful. Tomato drops. Does have buyback. There's the black hole, though. BZM does not have buyback now, though. So OG left in a 3 versus 5. That's not including the Aegis. Toronto Tokyo will BKB just in case. Still a range racks in the bottom lane. Not even going to bother for it. It's the tier 4. Only 1 remaining. Thanks to these very powerful creeps from the banner. Miero going in deep. Tomato, this will be a dieback for him. The Yules will save him temporarily, but now he's surrounded. Oh, blinks into a black hole. And that should do it for game number 3 for this series, in fact. Tidal Wave bringing back the techies. That's, all right, who cares? GG's call. BetBoom wins the series 2-1. And this is almost a 60-minute grind fest, and they were ahead the whole game.